One decision today can change your entire future. Your life is not defined by your past. It is defined by the decision you make next. Many people think success comes from luck. Others believe it comes from talent. But history proves something different. Lives change in moments. Destinies shift in seconds. Futures transform through decisions. And today you are one decision away. If you are ready to take control of your life, transform your mindset, and step into dominion, subscribe to this channel right now. Because here we build strong minds, strong faith, and unstoppable discipline. Now listen carefully. Your entire life today is the result of the decisions you made yesterday. Where you live, what you earn, what you believe, who surrounds you, how you think, how you feel. Everything. Your life is not random. It is a collection of choices. But here is the painful truth most people refuse to accept. Many people are not stuck. They are undecided. They delay, they hesitate. They wait for perfect conditions, they wait for motivation, they wait for confirmation. And while they wait, life moves. Opportunities pass. Time disappears. Potential dies. Indecision is the silent killer of destiny. Think about it. The difference between the person who built the business and the one who only dreamed about it was a decision. The difference between the one who transformed their life and the one who remained the same was a decision. The difference between greatness and regret is a decision. Your future is waiting for your courage. Every major breakthrough in history started with someone deciding, "I will not stay here." The moment you decide, your mind changes. Your energy changes. Your direction changes. Decision activates power. But most people fear decision because decision demands responsibility. When you decide to change your life, you can no longer blame your environment. You can no longer blame people. You can no longer blame circumstances. You become responsible. And responsibility scares average minds. But great people understand something powerful. Clarity comes after decision, not before it. Many people say, "I will act when I'm sure." But winners act and then become sure. Faith begins where certainty ends. Scripture says in James 1-8 that a double-minded person is unstable. Indecision creates instability. Decision creates direction. You must choose. You must decide who you will become. Let me tell you a story. There was a man who lived in constant frustration. He hated his job. He hated his situation. He dreamed of a different life every day. For years he complained. For years he waited. For years he prayed for change. Nothing happened. One day he reached his breaking point. He made one decision. He would no longer accept average living. That decision forced him to learn new skills. It forced him to wake early. It forced him to take risks. It forced him to change his environment. Within 2 years, his life transformed completely. What changed? Not luck. Not opportunity. Decision. Your decision determines your direction. If you are still watching, it means something inside you wants change. So take a moment, subscribe to this channel, because this journey is about building the mindset that transforms lives. Now let's go deeper. Every day you are making decisions, whether consciously or unconsciously. You decide to stay comfortable. You decide to postpone growth. You decide to avoid discipline. You decide to remain where you are. Even not choosing is a choice, and every small decision compounds. Small decisions build habits. Habits build character. Character builds destiny. Your destiny is not created in big moments alone. It is created in daily decisions. The decision to wake early. The decision to pray. The decision to learn. The decision to act when you feel afraid. These decisions shape your future. But here is the greatest deception. People think they need many decisions to change their life. No, you only need one. One decision to take responsibility. One decision to change direction. One decision to commit fully. One decision to refuse average living. Everything begins there. The moment you decide, your brain begins searching for solutions. Your behavior aligns with your goal. Your environment begins to shift. Decision creates momentum. Think of fire. A small spark can burn an entire forest. A small decision can transform an entire life. But why do people struggle to decide? Fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of uncertainty. Fear of change. But listen carefully. Your fear is more dangerous than your failure. Failure teaches. Fear traps. Many people would rather remain in pain they understand than face growth they don't understand. But greatness requires courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is choosing action despite fear. And once you decide, something supernatural happens. Your identity begins to change. You no longer say, "I wish," you say, "I will." You no longer say maybe, you say I must. Your language changes. Your posture changes. Your habits change. Decision rewrites identity. Proverbs 16:3 teaches to commit your actions and your plans will succeed. Commitment follows decision. Decision is the doorway to transformation. Now imagine your life 5 years from today. If you continue making the same decisions, where will you be? Same habits, same struggles, same results. But imagine making one bold decision today to grow, to discipline yourself, to pursue purpose, to strengthen your faith. Your future would look completely different. Your future self is waiting for your decision. Right now, not tomorrow. Not next year. Now, let this be your turning point. Decide to grow. Decide to discipline yourself. Decide to change your thinking. Decide to pursue your purpose, because successful people are not more talented than others. They are more decided. If this message is impacting you, pause and subscribe. Because your transformation journey starts with the right mindset. Now let's talk about the power of decisive action. Decision without action is illusion. Many people decide emotionally but never act physically. They feel inspired but remain inactive. Real decision produces movement. When you truly decide to change your health, you change your habits. When you decide to change your life, you change your actions. Action proves decision. Faith requires action. Growth requires action. Change requires action. You cannot think your way into a new life. You must act your way into it. History is filled with people who changed the world because they acted when others hesitated. They decided. They moved. They transformed reality. You have the same power. Inside you is the ability to change your entire life with one decision. But understand this. The cost of not deciding is regret. One day many people will look back and realize they were always one decision away. One decision to forgive. One decision to try again. One decision to start. One decision to believe. Do not live with regret. Decide today. Decide to step into the life you were created to live. Decide to build discipline. Decide to strengthen your mind. Decide to walk in dominion. Your future depends on your courage now. You are not waiting for the right moment. The moment is waiting for your decision. And remember this powerful truth. A changed mind leads to a changed life. A changed decision leads to a changed destiny. Your story can change today. Your life can change today. Your future can change today. One decision. If this message spoke to you, subscribe for more powerful mindset transformation videos. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and comment below. I decide today. Your new life begins now.